You're about to discover how I went from a broken down, alcohol and drug addicted failure who was well over $195,000 in debt to a financially free industry legend who has accomplished things in the make money from home industry that less than 5 people in the world have ever done. But who really cares about all that, right? It doesn't really matter what I've done. What really matters is that in this video, I'm about to teach you exactly what it will take for you to do the same thing. Or, if you'd rather, I'd love to do it all for you. All of the stuff that you either don't know how to do or don't want to do, and all the things that you definitely shouldn't be wasting your time or talents doing yourself. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We'll get to that in just a minute. Hi, my name is Kimball Roundy, and before I get too deep into how the 5-Minute Mogul system is going to help explode your business, I'm going to give you a little bit of history behind this system and how it came together. But be warned, this is a very real story, a personal story that I've never shared publicly, and I'm about to reveal some things from my personal life that only a few people in the world know about. 5 years ago, yesterday, I was in the deepest, darkest, and most depressed and hopeless stage of my life. 5 years ago today, what some have called a tragic event changed my life forever. I was in a 1 in 100 million chance life event that would have destroyed most people. That was the most empowering and life-altering experience of my life. It was the catalyst that set me on a new course that has brought me more struggle and pain than I've ever had to live through. And in the process of pushing through it, I've experienced more joy, growth, happiness, blessings, fulfillment, and wealth than most people experience in a lifetime. No doubt it was tragic for some, but for me it has been the greatest blessing of my life, and I'm not sure I would change a thing if I had to go through it all over again. You see, for the most part of 2006, my life was a total wreck. I was failing miserably in my business. I was up to my eyeballs in debt. Our house was in foreclosure. On multiple occasions, we had to hide our car from the repo man. We had stacks of unopened and unpaid bills piled up literally 5 to 6 inches high on the kitchen table. I had gained over 100 pounds in just over a year. Rarely a day went by that I wasn't intoxicated on one form of substance or another. I nearly destroyed my marriage. Things with my marriage got so bad that it was a daily occurrence for me to call my wife a blankety-blank liar anytime she tried to tell me that she loved me. Many times a day, I asked her to please shoot me in the head. Please put me out of my misery. I have no idea where I would be today if she wasn't the strongest, most loving and understanding and supportive person in the world. I certainly wouldn't be living the amazing life that I am today with a fantastic marriage and 2 beautiful kids with whom I get to spend as much time as I want, largely because of the support and the things I've been able to do in my business because of how wonderful she has been. Back then, I was so lost that I just could not see a way out. There was no light at the end of the tunnel. And then it happened. It wasn't a light at the end of the tunnel. It was more like a freight train out of nowhere. 5 years ago today, on November 8th, 2006, according to all the laws of science, I should have died. What started out as a laid-back fishing trip with my brother, his wife, and a friend turned deadly in an instant. At about 11 a.m., the winds began to pick up. By noon, there were 2 to 3 foot white cap waves. But the fishing was so great that we didn't even notice. Seriously, it was like one of those Bugs Bunny cartoons that I used to watch as a kid where the fish were just jumping into the boat. I remember being in the front of the boat, and even though I was getting pounded by one wave after another splashing into the boat, I just thought to myself, man, I am freezing, I am soaked, but this is so awesome. That was until it hit me. I pulled in what ended up being my last fish of the day, dropped it down in the bottom of the boat to take out the hook, and to my frantic surprise, it was swimming in the bottom of the boat. Oh, beep! We were smack dab in the middle of the lake, 2 miles away from shore. We turned the boat towards the marina in a desperate attempt to make it to shore, but within seconds, one wave after another came over the front of the boat, and then it was simply gone. Hello, nice to meet you. Let me tell you, 41-degree water burns. You might think it's cold. You might picture it as being a chill, but it actually burns like your skin is on fire. It's almost impossible for me to try to even explain it. As we were being slammed around by one wave after another, and of course frantically praying for any miracle that would help us get out of the impossible situation, my friend Mike turned to me and asked me, "Are we going to die?" Now, that isn't what I heard. What I heard was God asking me, "You've been asking your wife to shoot you in the head every day for the past year. Do you really want to die? Well, here you go. Here's your chance. The choice is yours. As I've been thinking back on that day, I realized that that right there is the most important and most powerful principle for you to understand and internalize. You always have a choice, no matter what the situation or circumstance. Internalizing and leveraging this principle will absolutely change your life forever, but only if you let it. Every minute of every day of your life is a choice. This very moment, you are making a choice. Are you going to keep watching this presentation? Is this the best use of your time right now? In a few minutes, you're going to be faced with a vitally important choice. And just like the choice that I made in the lake, your decision will chart the course of the rest of your life. Obviously, you know what decision I made. I turned to my friend Mike and I said, no, we're going to live. All we've got to do is just keep swimming. It's kind of funny, at that moment, a scene from the movie Finding Nemo popped into my mind, where Dory was singing to Nemo's dad, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, swimming, swimming. And from that point on, until we reached the shore, those words kept playing over and over in my head, and I kept reassuring Mike that all we had to do was just keep swimming. Being 2 miles away from any shoreline, we had a long way to swim. It took us about 2.5 hours before we reached the shore, swimming in 41-degree water. Now, to help you understand the power of that choice and the absolute miracle that was created with it, I grabbed this chart from a website to illustrate how impossible it was for Mike and me to survive this event. First, understand that the water in the lake was 41 degrees. And you can see here that in 40-degree water, we should have only been conscious for a max of 30 minutes. And we were supposed to be dead in a max of 90 minutes. And yet, we were in the water for 2.5 hours. After being separated from Mike and me, my brother Stephen and his wife Catherine passed away. But I lived. How could this be? Was it the power of my choice? The unshakable belief that the choice to live was mine to make? The persistence to just keep swimming? Some divine providence? A flat-out miracle? Yes. For sure, they all played a role in my survival, and subsequently the success that I've experienced in my life since then. Just like you'll need a bit of all of them in order to turn it all around and to find the success that you're looking for. So now, why have I told you all this? To make sure that you understand the power of choice. The choice that I made to live and the empowerment that has come from it turned my whole life around. Every aspect of my life, from my marriage to my business to my decision to be a daddy. Now, I'm not just talking about a father. I'm talking about being a daddy. Just about any man can father a child, but the title of daddy can only be bestowed upon you by the child. And the only way you're going to have the honor of the title daddy or mommy is if you spend some quality time, and a lot of it, with your kids. If you're working 40 plus hours a week and commuting another 5 to 10 hours a week, where are you going to really find some quality time with your kids? Don't you think it's kind of important for you to figure out a way to make some money without having to work 40, 50, 60 hours a week? That's the most important and most valuable thing that I'm teaching you today. Every aspect of my life had been changed. The choice that I made to live, the choice that I made to just keep swimming, the choices I have made over and over for the last 5 years, all shaped what my life is today. The choices you make every day are shaping what your life will be like tomorrow and beyond. When you understand that the choice to be successful in your business is yours to make, there is no limit to what you can do. When you look back and see where I came from and what I've been able to accomplish because of the choices that I've made and the actions that I've taken, should make it perfectly clear to you that you can do it, no matter what. Just like God told me in the lake, along with what I'm handing you today, I'm saying to you, here you go. The choice is yours. Do you want to be successful in your business? Do you want your business to succeed or fail? I've handed you everything that you need. Make your choice. Once you've made the choice to succeed, like you've never thought possible before this moment, there are 2 things that you'll need in order to accomplish it. The first is knowledge. You'll need to know what needs to be done and exactly how to do it. The second is a system, a simple step-by-step process to follow and the right technology to help you get it all done. Well, pat yourself on the back, my friend, for making the choice to watch this presentation today, because that's exactly what I'm handing you today. I've spent the last 6 years, both before and since the boating accident, building, improving, rebuilding, and perfecting internet marketing systems. Since 2005, my partners and I have created a bunch of marketing software and systems that countless people like you have used to make money online. And all of my systems have had one main theme or goal: using technology and automation to increase productivity for myself and my teams, finding the simplest, fastest, and most automated ways to do all the tedious, time-consuming, and annoying things that you hate doing. In the same 6 years, we've generated well over 1.2 million leads and sold well over $5.2 million worth of products, services, software, etc. online. And we're currently averaging more than 190,000 leads and 10,000 new customers per month, which is pulling in more than $1 million per month in revenue between myself and my partners. Remember a minute ago when I said that I'm an industry legend and that I've done things that less than 5 other people on the planet have done? Well, I'm referring to my greatest and most well-known system to date. It was called the Spiderweb Marketing System, and it was epic. With the Spiderweb Marketing System, I generated more than 600,000 team members and affiliates. As you can see from this exported membership chart, over 535,000 of them came in the first 8 months alone. There are only a handful of people in our industry who have built a team of more than 500,000 affiliates, and no one that I know of who has done it in 8 months or less. I built a downline in my primary business of more than 31,000 people in more than 176 countries without ever talking to or selling anything to a single one of them. And my team still grows every single day, even though I haven't done anything with the Spiderweb system for more than 2 years. The Spiderweb system was everywhere. If you were in the make money online industry in 2008 to 2009, I can virtually guarantee that you saw it at one time or another. Do a search on Google or YouTube to get an idea. As of today, there are more than 229,000 pages on Google about the Spiderweb system and more than 2,250 videos on YouTube about it, even though it's been shut down for over 2 years. I'm not saying all of this to brag. I'm simply illustrating an important point. The easiest and most certain way to find success in this industry is to find someone who has actually done what you want to do or has what you want to have and do what they did. Shadow them, learn from them, follow their proven model, use their systems. When you learn what they have learned and do what they have done, you'll have the success that they have had. Having a successful home-based business is not magic. It's a science. And successful results can be duplicated over and over by simply following a proven formula. And over the last 6 years, I've proven my formula over and over again. And now I'm doing it again. And you're gonna want to hold on tight because I'm bringing you along for the ride this time. For the last 18 months, my partners and I have been hiding out in the lab of our secret headquarters, hard at work creating and testing our most revolutionary system to date. You and I are about to make what I did with the Spiderweb system look like child's play. My latest system will soon prove to be the most powerful list building and money getting system online today. We've spent well over $3.2 million and 6,200 man hours of work on research, development, and testing to make sure that that's the case. Here's exactly how simple this system is going to be for you. When you register for the 5-Minute Mogul system, I'm going to show you how the system will be designed to work as simply as playing board games as a kid. Believe it or not, I'm actually going to even make it easier than that for you. You'll understand how when you know the answer to this one question. Why did I call it the 5-Minute Mogul? And more specifically, why have 5 minute in the name? The answer to this question sums up everything you'll need to know about how this game will change your business forever. 2 simple words: productivity and automation. Remember the theme of all of my systems so far? Well, this has productivity and automation through technology and systems and a proven formula for success that anyone can follow. One of the biggest mistakes that I see any incoming students that I bring in is that they feel like they need to be a jack of all trades. They make the mistake of thinking that they have to do everything themselves, which is a fatal mistake that will kill your business in nearly every case. With all of the stuff that needs to be done to grow your business online, it is literally impossible to do it all yourself. Think about it. From Facebook, profiles, fan pages, groups, events, apps, Twitter, YouTube, and all the other social media stuff you're supposed to be doing, to blogging with WordPress and doing keyword research and creating content and writing articles and then doing SEO with all of those, link building, social bookmarking, product creation, copywriting, split testing, analyze, merchant accounts, affiliates, you name it, it goes on and on and on, all of the things that you're supposed to be doing every day. Not to mention all the new products, trainings, tools, systems, and gurus that are out there releasing products every single day and telling you that it's vitally important for you to incorporate them into your business. You simply can't do it all on your own. No one can. I tried and failed miserably in the beginning as well until I realized something huge. None of the gurus out there that you see online today do much of anything on their own except those things that they either love to do and or are uniquely good at doing. As soon as I put automated systems and a team of people in place and stopped doing those things that I hated or wasn't very good at doing, my business exploded. The spiderweb system would have been a colossal failure in the first 3 months if I didn't have powerful automated systems and technology and a great team of people around me to help me handle the massive growth. We did over 100,000 members in the first 3 months alone. If you take away only one thing from this video, this is it. It is vitally important for the survival and success of your business that you find the right technology and the right people to do most of what needs to get done, so you can focus your talents, your time, and your efforts on what you love to do or are uniquely good at. So there you have it. That's the real secret to massive success online. Obviously, the next logical question is, thanks for sharing the secret with me, Kimball. It makes absolute perfect sense. But where on earth do I find these right people and the right systems to do it all for me? Well, that's a great question, and I'm glad that you asked. Obviously, the best place to find it is right here, through my new 5-minute Mogul game. That's exactly what I designed it to do for you. I've scoured the internet to find only the best systems, tools, and people who will do just that. Just play the game. Follow the simple tutorial videos on each step of the board game, and I'll introduce you to the people who will run your whole business for you, so you can work as little as 5 minutes per day on your business. And by 5 minutes, I mean taking the time once a day to log into all of your affiliate accounts and see how much money your automated business made for you while you were asleep. That's what you're going to get for all 100% free. You can get started now by just telling me where to send your 100% free system by visiting 5minutemogul.com. That's the number 5minutemogul.com.